Morning, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the Love 500, and welcome back to what's hopefully the last video on Project Van Gogh. Yesterday we got the new dash and the new seats in. Today we're going to give it a good clean and then try and get the paintwork done and get it completed. So if I don't get it completed today, we'll get it completed next week, but hopefully this is the last video. So let's get on with it. Nice and clean now. I didn't realise just how much of this glue was still on here. I thought I'd got it all off, but there's loads of it left still. Don't know what made me think I got it all off, so I thought I'd use the rubber wheel on it. Actually, I need to get a cloth just to wipe it at the same time. Let me just grab a cloth. So I used the IPA before on it. As I say, I thought I'd got it all off, but so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the rubber wheel and then wipe it. Don't want to go mad. It's a lot more stubborn than I thought. Do it the opposite direction. Just better. It does seem to vary. Yeah, it's coming off nice. It's good, this thing. Done now. I put you on time lapse because it was a bit boring, but I think I've got it all. It's only sort of, I don't know, must be about 3 o'clock, but the light is fading fast. The neighbour's lights in her garden have even come on. That's how dank it is today. It's a horrible day today. So yeah, I think I've got them all. Still got to, obviously I've got to touch that bit, and there is a very, very slight dent there, which I'm not going to be able to get out, but obviously by putting a drop of paint on it, that'll take the eye away from it. I think we're locked and I've got the keys on me. So what I'm going to do now, rather than taking this door off, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the jack out. We're already on a slope. The driveway's on a slight slope anyway. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get the new jack out and I'm going to jack the car up here, get it up as high as I can, and open the door, slam the door a few times, and hopefully any glass that's there will find its way to the back, and then I can hoover it, and then I can get that door card on then. So let's just get that done and then I'll come back. as you can see from sort of the lights next door and what have you, although it looks relatively bright through the camera, it's approaching 4 o'clock now, and it's getting dark, so I can't do any of the paint today. I can't do it it's also what we would call in England or in the UK, what we would call rain in the air. May mean nothing to you if you're in another country, but it's sort of, it's raining, but it's not. It's just sort of, you can feel the moisture in the air type of thing. So it would, which is obviously going to put, as you can see there, a very light dusting of moisture onto the paintwork. So I can't do paintwork when it's like that. So what we've got left to do are the wheels. Tidy up the wheels, touch them up where necessary. I've got all those sticky marks off now as far as I can see in the light that we've got available. Door card, I struggled getting that door card on. Some of those some of the tabs were a bit out of alignment, so I had to get down on my hands and knees with a screwdriver and pull them where they got a bit squashed. Glass needs cleaning. Interior is looking amazing. Absolutely, it's too dark, you can't see it here, but I'll show you it tomorrow in the daylight. But it looks amazing. I've got to get some mats in. Backs of these seats just need a bit of a wipe over, and then we'll go over the dash with an interior cleaner. Again, as we mentioned earlier, we'll give those a clean as well. The other side's a little bit grubby, this one's all right, but I'll give it a wipe over anyway. Get some leather cleaner on it. I'll probably get leather cleaner on the seats actually, just to supple them up, even though they're 18 plate. They're from an 18 plate. This weather is getting a bit worse now actually. It's starting to actually physically rain now, rather than just in the air. So yeah, so we've got these few bits on the bumper to touch up. We've got the dent in the front wing that we got to do, which I'm hoping I'm going to be able to do. If not, if I can't do it, if it doesn't work, I think it will, but if it doesn't, I'll get the dent bloke down next week to do it. It probably cost me about 40-50 quid, but I will have a go myself, and then it's done, ready to go. So yeah, bits of paint, clean the windows, final clean inside, do the dent, do the wheels. Oh, we've got to get a tyre as well. I think the tyre this side, yeah, we need a new tyre that side. I'll double check with the others. I think the others are all okay. So Tuesday I'm off work, we'll go down and get a tyre for that, and then we're done. So we'll be ready for sale on Tuesday next week, which will be before you see this video. So you'll probably see this video on Wednesday, by which time the car will be finished, and possibly, depending on the fella that's actually, he asked me if he wants to reserve it, depending on him and when he comes down, it might actually even be sold by Wednesday, which would be really good. It's a lovely one. I want to drive it about a bit. I do like to drive them about just to make sure they're okay. Obviously this wasn't a crashed one, so there's no reason it shouldn't be. And it's fully serviced. Only, what was it, 1,000 miles ago it was serviced, if I remember rightly, from the service book. So yeah, it's done. Really painless job, and it's probably, I reckon, the nicest one I've done, apart from maybe the Abarth. But this is, for a normal Fiat 500, this is definitely the nicest one. When the sun's shining on this blue, it looks beautiful. It is a beautiful, beautiful colour. Anyway, I could waffle on all evening, but I can't because I'm going out for a drink tonight with some couple of workmates. So I'm supposed to be there in about an hour and a half. That ain't going to happen. So yeah, so we'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully we'll get a bit of blue sky, we'll get a bit of sunshine, and we can get on and, despite the coldness, we can get on and get these bits of paint done because they need to be done. So until then, see you soon. Or see you then, I should say. So as you can tell from the paint on my hands, I've gone over and I've touched in all the little bits that needed touching in. I haven't done any spraying, I've just literally touched them in with a tiny paintbrush. Oh, some scratches there I never noticed before. Need to go over them, polish them out. So yeah, moving on to the wheels. Again, I'm not going mad with this. I've got some very fine wet and dry on here, and I'm just gonna take the top of it off to try and smoothen it out. I think this is a bit too fine actually. Let's get some coarser. I'll use the one that was on it already, which I think I used on the other wheels. It's just a bit too fine, that one. This is a 120, I think it is. That's better. So you just want to try and smooth it off a little bit. So you don't want to go mad. I'm not going to fill it or anything like that. I just want to try and reduce the scratch a little bit. Some of them don't really need it. They're literally just taking the top off. You know, this is in no way, shape or form a good, you know, invisible fix. But it does just sort of improve it slightly. It does help to smoothen it out. There's quite a lot on this one. Doesn't take very much at all. That'll probably do actually. And then we're just going to give that. I'm going to use brake cleaner on that, and let it dry off, and then we'll just touch it up with the paint. So let's I'll just do that and then we'll come back. We're using the old this is the one I told you about before, that's a perfect match for these. This is the one that needs a new tyre as well, so ideally I probably should have waited until I'd had the new tyre put on, but if I have to retouch it up once the tyre goes on, that's what I'll do. Brakes are very rusted over. They're okay, we've got no lips or anything like that, but it's just because the car's not been used for a while. We don't know how long it was sitting at Copart for, or you know, anywhere else before I got it, and then it's just been sitting around for, what have I had it now, a month? I've had it about a month, maybe a bit more than that. So yeah, I'm going to take it for a spin. So just spray a little bit, not too much in there. It'll take more than one coat. But look at that, as you can see, even though it's wet, you can see now it's absolute perfect match. I'm not sure whether it'll have a shine on it or not. I may have to try and put some lacquer on it. I mean, you can still see the digs because I've not gone mad with the sanding. I could have gone further. I mean, this is still going to be visible, but again, you know, a bit like touching up the paintwork, it just takes the eye off of it. I wasn't going to do a full refurb on these wheels. I mean, that's probably the worst one of the lot, to be honest. These other ones, you paint those and it's all but disappears from view, because it is such a good match, good colour match. So, you know, when it gets the wheel off, gets the tyre off, it may end up scratching it again. If that's the case, then I'll just touch it up again. But you know, you've got to try and just make, without going over the top, you just got to try and make this as good as you can, really. Yeah, it ain't a new car, is it? It's, what is it, 6 years old? And of course, wheels get curbed, don't they? But yeah, apart from that, am I getting all this in? Yeah. Apart from that one there, which is the worst one, which maybe I could have gone a bit better. Maybe I will actually. Maybe I will go a bit further with that and try and smooth it out. Because these ones that are smooth, that had literally just taken the paint off, they are pretty much disappearing. You can see that one a little bit, but the vast majority you can't see. You know, we've got reasonable daylight as well. I mean, it's the middle of the day, so. Oh, what's that? It's a funny little bubble there. Looks like the original lacquer. Must have been a fault on the original lacquering, I reckon. It's not bubbling as in it's coming off, it's just like almost like a paint run type thing. Or a clear coat run. Yeah, they're disappearing before my very eyes, like a magician. Let's say this is by no means a professional or even a semi-professional way of doing this, but you know, it just improves it slightly. I think I will have another go at that and try and get that a bit better, because that one does stand out still quite a bit. Not as bad as it did, of course, but I should really turn the wheels and do these bottoms. But as I say, I will go over these again. I don't actually think, apart from saying go over it again, I don't actually think this is going to need another coat on these. I think this is probably sufficient. Hold your breath while you're doing it so you don't slip. Right, that's that one done. So yeah, not perfect, not fantastic, but you know, right down here, if I come up here, apart from that one that I'm going to go over again, you can't actually see any of the others at all. Bring you up here. I mean, obviously you're seeing it through the camera, so yeah, I mean that one you can see. The others you really can't. If you got down on your hands and knees, you could see it. I think the other back one's quite bad, so I'm going to do that one. I'm not going to film everything, but we've also got some blue paint on the tyre there. That was rather careless of them. And I think I saw, actually, I'm sure I saw on this tyre some blue paint as well the other day. I don't know why, because it hasn't had any painting done around this side. See me bumper? That's me bits of paint I've done. Again, you can see it, but it draws the eye right away from it. And where else was it? On the front bumper. Pretty much invisible. And then there was that little bit, which you can see a little bit more. Actually, no, it's dried off a bit. That bit. I mean, there is a little dent in there, but colour-wise, can you even see it? It's there. Yeah, you can see it. I mean, it's a dent, so it's more visible. But colour-wise, it's spot on. Good paint matches, very good paint matches. So right, I'm going to do the other wheels. I'm not going to bother filming that. I'll show you the results afterwards. That's it. We're all done on the wheels now. That was the one I did that I showed you. What's that one? You can't really see very well, but I say you can see the marks if you get down close. But wasn't that much on it. That was the last one I done. There wasn't actually that much on that one. It's always the front ones that are the worst, isn't it? So the bit there you can still see, but the rest of it is pretty good. So that's a pretty good compromise. Don't take very long. They weren't badly scuffed, but it's nice to just touch them up. So you know, generally looking at the car, you can't see it, which is fantastic. So that's that. Right, we've got 2 things left to do on this car. 2 things, actually 3 things. We got a couple of little bits of paint on the inside of the windscreen, and I noticed that there's some on the inside of the back window as well, which I never noticed before. Oh, you can't see them, you can see me. There you go, look, there's one there, one there. So I've got to scrape them off. And then we got new tyre down that side, and we've got to do this dent. So I might have a little go at this dent now, see if I can get it out, because if I can't, then I'm going to have to get onto the dent bloke, which I would like to do tomorrow. So I'm going to have a go at that, see if I can do it. I'm not going to set you up and do it with you watching, because it's a bit awkward where I am here with the wall as well. I can't get the camera in there properly. So we'll have a go, and we'll come back and show you it. And if it's okay, then job done. And then all we've got to do is then get that tyre on Tuesday, and then we are absolutely done. Wednesday. I'm working Tuesday. I'll go down Wednesday morning and get a new tyre on there. That's great stuff. Anyway, see when it's done. Just the one new tyre needed. No, I'm expecting Lee, the PDR guy, within the next couple of hours to do this. So we got a little, I showed you before, we got a little crease and a little dent. So I thought I'd let the, as there's a crease, I thought I'd let the pros do it. So once that's done, two more things to do. Just give the interior another going over with leather cleaner and some elbow grease on the back of the seats. The new seats are a bit grubby on the back. And then we'll go over the new dash as well with some silicone spray and all the interior surfaces just to freshen them up, brighten them up. I'm not going to wash it again today. I only washed it the other day, even though it's been frosted on and what have you. Tyres need blacking up. Got my new tyre on, as you've seen, which is a nice Firestone for 30 quid. Yeah, one more thing to do. The engine is dirty, really dusty. Obviously this car's been rallied across the Sahara Desert as all Copart cars, and it is extremely dusty. I know I'm sure I've shown you it before, but I'll show you it again now, and then we'll give it a magic touch, get it clean. So look at the state of it. It's so dirty. That's what happens when you drive around the Sahara, I suppose. Let me give you a close-up. Look at it. Every surface in there is absolutely rotten. I don't know how I'm going to get, how far in there I'm going to be able to get to try and get that clean. But even up back there, look, it's absolutely rotten. Everything is covered in dirt, or dust, I should say. Dust. So stick you on time lapse. We'll get the magic stuff out, the elbow grease, and give it a good going over. And then once the dent's done, once the wipe over on the inside's done, I can then give the bloke send him a text, tell him it's all done, ready to go, and he can come and have a look. So in theory, this could be gone by the weekend. In theory, but he may not have it, of course, but I think he probably will. But anyway, let's get you on time lapse, give it a good clean. Go, much better. It's taken what, 10 minutes to do that? Much better. Nice and clean, as much as it can be. Great stuff. That's another job done. Right, what else we got left to do? Yeah, clean the inside now. The back of the seats, that's it then. I say I'm still waiting for, obviously, still waiting for the fella to come to do this, but that'll be the last job. It'll all be done apart from that. Yeah, so we'll do that. I won't bother filming that, but we'll have a final, once he's come and he's done that, we'll have a final walk around and show you the car complete, and then that'll be the end of this project. So it is all done. It's the next morning now, nice and sunny today, although it is freezing cold. I sent a text to the fellow who was interested in it, told him it was ready, got a text back saying, gonna come on Saturday, can I pay a deposit? It's twice now he's asked to pay a deposit. I said, look, I've given you first refusal, no need for a deposit, come along on Saturday and hopefully he'll buy it. I'm sure he will. Who wouldn't? He knows the price. Whether he'll try and knock me down or not, I don't know, but he won't be knocking me down, that's for sure. This is worth a lot more than I'm selling it for. I would be selling, if I was advertising it on the Mums group, I would be putting it up for at least £200 more than I'm selling it to him. Well, say at least, I would probably put it up for £200 more. Still needs a bit of a clean again, but it's pretty damn good. Oh, I've just put some petrol in it and I've left the cap off, never mind. I won't put my fag out, put it in there. I don't smoke, by the way. So there we go, the internal view, beautiful. So what do we have? We had new dash, new steering wheel, new airbag, new seats, new door cards, new back seats to match the front seats. Everything else, new stereo front. Everything else is the original that was cleaned. Oh, of course, the grey thing and that up there. Everything else is original. I suppose that's most of the interior, really, isn't it? But the carpet didn't need a new carpet. I keep hoovering it and I keep putting dirty marks on the mats, and the brand new mats I've put in there. So that's it. It's done. The dent guy came along yesterday. Dent is completely gone. Dent in the crease, cannot see it at all. Charged me 25 quid. I didn't have a fiver, so I gave him 30 quid. I mean, it's bargain. Absolute bargain. All I'm going to do is black the tyres up. Then I'm going to park it back up on the drive and get on with this one. So I just thought I'd give you one final look at it. Well pleased with it. Absolutely over the moon with it. It drives absolutely beautifully. It is absolutely spot on. It goes as well as it looks. It was a great buy, this. Made some mistakes along the way, as we all know, with the implements that I used to clean it. But, you know, you live and learn. I won't do it like that again, should I get another paint damage one. What's the chances of getting such a good paint damage one as this again? They do come up. I actually like the stolen recovered ones quite a lot as well. Don't seem to get many of those. More our baths, I think, which of course my bath was a stolen recovered, although that was a Cat S due to the damage that had been caused. But yeah, anyway, we digress. Car is absolutely spot on. It's finished, completely finished, ready to go. So yeah, I'll update with a final entry at the end of the week, or on Saturday, hopefully, once he's been, and let you know whether he's bought it or not. Whether he intends to take it on Saturday or not, I do not know. Hopefully he will, or pick it up the beginning of next week, one or the other. Anyway, it's got to go soon. So see you on Saturday. Morning, guys. Yeah, the car was sold. I was going to do a bit more filming of it today before it went, but the gent came round at 10 o'clock this morning with his wife and his daughter. I think the car's primarily for his wife. They took it for a drive. He wanted to give me a deposit twice, and I just said, there's no need. You've got first refusal, so I hadn't advertised it. So, yeah, it's gone. It's sold. It's sold for $3,650. Probably could have got more for it, but I was happy to sell it for $3,650. Yeah, it's gone. He's already driven it away. Got the money. Transfer's been done online to him, and it's gone, finished. I'm really going to miss that one. I wanted to drive that around for a couple of weeks, really, but obviously, you know, it's there to sell, so it needed to go. Hopefully, I'll be able to get a nice one like that again one day. That was a joy to work on that one, and it was a real sense of achievement getting that one finished. Something I've never done before with all that paint that was in it. But yeah, it was good. But it's gone. So that's it. That's the end of Project Van Gogh. Hope you enjoyed the project. If you haven't watched it, if you're only just seeing this one, click on the link up there, wherever it is, and watch it from the beginning. It's a good project. So I've enjoyed it. Hope you have. So yeah, until the next project, we'll see you on Wednesday on Project Marquee. Until then, as usual, if you're not a subscriber, please hit that subscribe button. We're almost at that 4,000 mark now, almost there. So still over 50% of you are not subscribers. So if you're not a subscriber, just hit that button. Hit that button. You'll get notified then as well. If you hit the bell, you'll get notified when we upload new content. And so until then, until the next video, thanks for watching. Take care, stay safe, and we'll see you soon.